Michael barely managed to squeeze his sedan into the driveway of his two-story home in Schaumburg, fingers still clenched too tightly around the steering wheel. The digital clock on the dash blinked 6:15 p.m. Another marathon workday in downtown Chicago was ending with the same exhausting crawl west on I-90. The entire ride he replayed that morning's meeting with the company's CFO, Roger Whitman, impossible deadlines, 2 new projects dumped on his plate. Where am I supposed to find the hours and the energy? He muttered as he eased toward the garage. But quitting was not an option. His salary and bonuses kept the family steady, a stability he prized above everything. Inside, the living room lights glowed. His 16-year-old daughter, Emily, lounged on the couch, scrolling TikTok. The TV was dark, the house unnervingly silent except for the soft flick of her thumb. Michael paused in the entryway, noticing the distant glaze in her eyes. "Hey there," he called, forcing cheer into his voice. "How was school?" Without looking up, she shrugged. "Fine. Mom said you're late again, so we already ate." The usual stab landed in his chest. He'd heard variations before, but each one felt like he'd chosen to be absent. And Linda, his wife, often scolded him for living at the office. "It was a crazy day," he began, setting his keys on the console. Emily tapped her screen, glanced up for a heartbeat. "I'm used to it," she said flatly. "Mom thinks you work yourself to death. She says we'd be okay if you slowed down." Michael kept his composure. This wasn't the first time. "She really said that? Like I'm working too hard for no reason?" Emily shrugged again. "She says you're obsessed with money and it's stressing you out." Stressing? He did feel irritable lately. But wasn't he busting his tail for them? College savings, mortgage, health insurance? He'd grown up with far less and wanted Emily to have what he never did. "I just want to make sure the family never lacks anything," he said, voice steady. "Got it," Emily clipped. "I was back on the phone. I'm meeting a friend in an hour. Gonna change." She padded upstairs, leaving Michael with a rising unease. Those constant digs about his work ethic chipped away at him. He opened the fridge, plastic containers labeled Linda and Emily. So dinner really had been just for them. Linda had texted earlier, running errands, home late. Lately it was always catching up with college friends or shopping for curtains. Around 7 he microwaved leftovers and ate alone. He told himself, everybody hits busy seasons, yet he felt like a stranger in his own house. After cleaning up, he sank into the recliner. Emily had left, the front door slammed. Linda wasn't answering texts. He scrolled news on his phone, her words looping. "You're too stressed, relax." He remembered the first time suspicion flickered, about 6 months back, when Linda started saying "don't wait up" and coming home near dawn. He'd shoved the thought aside then. By 8:30 he caved and called her. Straight to voicemail. Maybe she really is shopping, he told himself. Finally, at 9:30, tires crunched on the driveway. The door clicked open. Linda slipped in with 2 shopping bags. "Hey," she chirped, setting them down. "Sorry, couldn't find what I needed." "What did you buy?" he asked, noticing she dodged eye contact. "Oh, towels, scented candles, random stuff. Big sale." She busied herself unloading. "Why didn't you pick up?" he asked gently. She raised her brows. "Phone was buried in my purse. By the time I found it, the call ended, then I forgot." A strained smile. His gut twisted. He swallowed the urge to grill her. No proof yet. "All right," he said. "I'm finishing some reports. Early start tomorrow." "Sure. Don't worry," she replied, voice wavering. Next day Michael worked from home, cranking out ROI spreadsheets. Linda announced she'd be out all day and back by evening. Emily planned to study at a friend's. Around 2 p.m., Michael heard Emily on the phone, voice animated. Through the cracked door he caught snippets. "Dad doesn't get anything. He's buried in his finances." "Yeah, I can do whatever. Mom says he won't notice." Ice flooded his veins. She thinks that, and Mom backs her up? He stepped to the living room doorway. Now clear. Totally heading out later. "It's boring here. He just sits at his computer. Mom will cover for me." Anger surged. He entered silently. Emily saw him, hung up fast. "Hey, Dad," she said casually. His voice came tight. "Who was that?" "Classmate," she sighed. "Weekend plans. I heard you say I don't notice anything. Care to explain?" Annoyance flashed on her face. "Dad, come on. You're always in spreadsheets. Mom's over it. And so am I. He felt a cold wave crash. You could have told me, he said quietly. I work because I thought you wanted security. Yeah, we know what you wanted, she snapped. Mom can't stand it anymore. Sorry, truth hurts. Where'd you get that idea? She told me you two aren't good. If you'd be present, maybe it'd be different. He bit back fury. Her words, echoing Linda's, cut deep. Fine, he rasped. At least you're honest. I don't want to fight, Emily shrugged. I'm off. She grabbed her sneakers and left. That night he barely slept, mind spinning. Is Linda turning Emily against me? Despair tangled with anger. Morning light found him digging through the mail tray, bills, statements. Usually he skimmed. Today he combed every line. Unfamiliar charges leapt out. Royal-style salon, hefty amount. French Bloom Bistro, far pricier than their rare family dinners. Golden Loft, marked as consult. Golden Loft? A quick Google search, luxury short-stay suites in downtown Chicago. No consulting. Monthly charges, big numbers. His heart plummeted. That evening he waited. Linda walked in with groceries. We need to talk, he said. She set the bags down. No? Let me unpack. Now. What's Golden Loft? She flinched. It's a place a friend recommended. Interior designer. It's an upscale suite complex. You pay them every month. Explain. It's not exactly, her voice faltered. A chill slid down his spine. Tell me the truth. I'm done with half-truths. Mike, please, not now. I'm exhausted. You're on edge. She grabbed the bags and escaped, leaving him fist clenched. From then on, Michael watched every move. She tensed at every buzz, deleted chats, hit her screen. Even careful people slip, he thought. One night, while she slept, he did the unthinkable, opened her phone. Messages from Ethan. Miss you already. Tomorrow. Told him I'm out with the girls. He'll buy it. We'll tell him soon. Need the right moment. Photos. Linda in a stranger's arms, skyline view unmistakably Golden Loft. He forwarded screenshots to himself, replaced the phone, sat on the bed breathing ice. Next morning, Linda gone. Michael told Emily the truth. Her reaction confirmed she'd known. Betrayal from both cut worse than facts. He gathered evidence, met attorney Arthur Reynolds in a wood-paneled office. I want a divorce, Michael said, voice cracking. Arthur mapped out property division, account freezes, proof of marital waste. Michael left feeling drained yet oddly empowered. He leased a modest one-bed downtown, kept plans secret. Tension at home thickened. Linda avoided him. Emily glared. One Friday, he staged a romantic dinner, takeout, wine. When Linda arrived, he laid a folder on the table. Bank statements, texts, photos. I know about you and Ethan. Tears welled. I didn't know how to tell you. It started almost a year ago. I was lonely. You were always working. He slid another envelope across. Divorce papers. Sign or fight. I'm done being your wallet. Mike, please, let's fix this. Too late. Suitcase in hand, he headed for the door. Emily intercepted. Dad, where are you going? To a place where I'm respected, he said. If you ever want to talk, I'm here. But not now. The one bed on Wabash felt empty yet freeing. Linda texted apologies. He ignored them. Arthur reported she demanded assets, but her affair spinning bolstered his case. Emily first accused him of abandonment, then fell silent. 3 years later, Michael had reinvented himself as a private consultant, earning triple his old salary. He bought a sleek condo overlooking the Chicago River, ran along the lakefront at dawn. At a strategy conference in the Palmer House, he spotted Ethan bragging about a red Ferrari. Michael approached, cool. That car outside, yours? Ethan grinned. Yep. Costs more than some folks make in a year. Must be pricey to maintain, Michael said. Hard to keep up when you build life on someone else's dime. Ethan's smile faltered. Recognition hit. Michael. Tell Linda I said hi, if she's still around. Michael walked away. No need for more. Outside, he climbed into his reliable hybrid and felt the past finally lose its grip. That night, sipping herbal tea, city lights shimmering below, he thought of Emily, now 19. She texted recently, Dad, I'm sorry. I was a kid. He replied, ready to talk when you are. She just called, can I visit this weekend? Of course, he'd said, heart lifting. He paced the condo, realizing he'd once feared divorce would destroy him. Instead, he stood stronger, freer, waiting for his daughter's knock. Life had punched hard, but rising again had earned him real freedom to be himself, live honestly, and value the life he'd forged after the storm. That's the end of our story. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Your feedback means a lot to us.